Sigma men can definitely struggle with trusting people, as this is something they feel needs to be earned. It can take a long time before they fully place their trust in another person, and this isn't an easy process for them. They want to be sure about someone before giving them their full trust, although they might express certain layers of trust to someone for certain things. This can sometimes be connected to personality types, as some types have a harder time really trusting people and being vulnerable around them. Understanding how each type responds to trusting others and having that betrayed can help to understand them better and how to communicate with them as well. Sigma males are very logical and practical about these choices, and don't want to allow emotions to cloud their judgment. They wouldn't consider this to be trust issues, rather than just being a bit guarded and more conservative with who they rely on. Being independent and self-sufficient makes it easier for the Sigma males to rely on themselves for most things. Having trust betrayed can be a truly painful experience, since it isn't always easy to give for some people. Trusting in someone means believing in their sincerity and allowing yourself to open up to the change of being hurt by them. Having someone you care for and love break that trust can be rather detrimental to the relationship. For some people, it is possible to rebuild. For others, it is almost a given that they will not be able to repair a relationship when the trust has been broken. Sigma men can struggle with trust issues, as they have a hard time opening up to other people. For them, it can seem more natural to keep their feelings inside, rather than feel vulnerable and open to others. They might be afraid of exposing themselves to people who will take advantage of what they learn. They are also good at analyzing people, and want to learn what they can about potential future outcomes. This causes them to feel safer keeping things to themselves, rather than exposing who they are to those around them. For the Sigma, trust issues are somewhat common, which is why it can be hard for people to really see who they are on a deeper level. It can take time for them to find someone they can open up to or trust. Sigma male trust issues. Sigma men can struggle when it comes to trusting others, especially since they are independent people. They often prefer to do most things themselves, and might find it hard to really rely on other people. They value efficiency and often know exactly how they want things to be done. This can cause them to rely more on themselves, and struggle to trust others to get things done. This becomes worse when they are around people who cannot focus on the task at hand, and just don't value efficiency the same way they do. Sigma males know themselves, and they know what they are capable of. When it comes to other people, it can be hard to rely on them or trust in their dependability. This is something which can become even harder with close personal connections or romantic relationships. They don't just jump into trusting someone because they develop feelings or care about that person, as this isn't logical to them. They want to take a step back and be sure that this individual possesses trustworthy qualities, and behaves in ways that express this. It might appear like a cold way to make connections or deepen bonds, but it is honest and rational for the Sigma. They don't want to waste their own time and energy on someone, if they feel like things will only go south later on. They want to consider things from a logical point of view, and because of this, it can actually take some time before they put their trust in someone new. It can even be years before the Sigma men completely let that person in and be vulnerable. If the Sigma sees reasons why they shouldn't let someone in, they are likely to take a step back. They don't do this to be cold or seem uncaring, they simply want to be sure about that person, and if they can be loyal to their relationship. It can be difficult for Sigma males to really open up or express their feelings, as they prefer to focus on rational thought and logical reasoning. They don't like prioritizing their feelings. Instead, they want to try and logically understand their own behavior and the behavior of others. Opening up and being vulnerable is not something which comes easily for them. They can see how they could get hurt or how people can let them down, so it takes time for them to really trust someone new. When they see how likely it is for people to hurt somehow or disappoint them, it becomes difficult for them to really want to expose themselves to this. The more they witness people betraying one another, the less comfortable they feel trusting in someone else. Sigma male and broken trust. When it comes to having their trust broken, it can be really difficult for the Sigma males to move on from this. They have certain layers of betrayals which they can handle, and smaller things can certainly be forgiven. Sigma men don't expect people to be perfect and can certainly forgive mistakes, especially when they can see that the person is trying to grow from it. When they know someone is sincere, and their actions can show improvement, then Sigma often appreciates this type of growth and work. When someone continues to make mistakes, and doesn't seem to have any desire to change or fix themselves, the Sigma man completely loses trust in that person, and it can be near impossible to earn it back. Trust has to be earned in the first place, and this is something which can take a long time for Sigma to really give to others. Sigma males will have certain boundaries and betrayals, which they struggle to forgive. These major things will go against their own moral beliefs, and can truly break their trust with someone. When this happens, they are likely to disconnect from this person to some extent, or even remove them from their lives entirely. It can seem like the Sigma is cold in doing this, but in reality, they are protecting themselves and doing what is best. Repairing trust issues. For the Sigma man who experiences trust issues, one of the best ways to improve this is to communicate more openly about their expectations. Letting someone clearly know what they want from them can help them gain a more confident idea of what can be accomplished. Recognizing if someone is willing to make a real effort and share similar morals will bring the Sigma a sense of comfort. Regarding their personal ideals, they need people who share their sense of loyalty, rather than wildly different people. Sigma men can be hesitant with their emotions, so it is important for them to take time to assess what they are experiencing and feeling. While being logical and rational is part of who they are, they also need to consider their emotions instead of burying them constantly. This isn't something they should dive into for long periods of time, but certainly something they need to take some time to understand themselves and their needs better. This is something which can help them trust in others better, as well as share themselves with the people they love. It gives them a sense of focus and direction when it comes to finding people who can respect their needs and boundaries, and in turn, this helps Sigma feel more capable of trusting these people. It can be a long process, but it helps them feel like they can connect with these people, and find the ones who will understand them better.